Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I would like to talk about this topic. It's something I've been feeling not good about. It's very complicated. I have my wife and a son. He's still 6 years old. And in Japan, usually when you are 6 years old, you start going to elementary school. So my boy is just turned 6, and next year is his timing to start going to school. So, but we are planning to move to the Netherlands next year, and so obviously he's going to start its school there in the Netherlands. So this is for me, for us, our family. It's perfect timing to move out from Japan. So we have been planning for it for a few years. But so one problem has been going on between our family and my parents-in-law. They have been too much worried about our move to the Netherlands. So, for me, moving overseas are kind of familiar. When I was 25, I moved to Toronto, Canada, because I wanted to be a singer. So I went there to practice my English because I wanted to sing in English, and tried to perform on stage as many as possible. But it was very challenging for me, obviously, because I couldn't speak English at all and I didn't know their culture. But it was, I guess, I'm not really proud of myself for anything because I'm not really good at anything. But the decision to go overseas is one of the best decisions I made. That's what I strongly believe. If I didn't go overseas, if I didn't go to Toronto at that time, my life wouldn't be better than now. That's what I strongly believe now. And then after that, I was traveling many countries, nearly like 20 countries or something, and I met so many people from different cultures, and the experiences broaden my view of my thoughts. So every single of my experience made me today, right? I'm really proud of what I did, and I believe it was the great experience, and I would like my son go through those kind of experiences. So we decided to go out from Japan. But most Japanese don't even have the passport. You know what I mean? They're not really interested in traveling around the world. So Japanese passport is considered one of the strongest passports in the world, because most of the cases we don't need to get any specific visa to visit other countries. We can go almost everywhere if we want. But it's said that only probably like 10% or less than 10% of Japanese have passport, and obviously, you know, some of them actually get a passport to travel only one time or something, and then they, you know, their passports would be expired. So I guess my estimation is only few percent of Japanese are all the time traveling around, but most of Japanese have never been to other countries and then will never go other countries probably. For me, that's very sad, you know. The Japan is really small country, and then Ireland. So our culture is probably one of the uniquest cultures in the world. I believe so. And you know, like I was kind of a backpacker guy, so I was traveling, staying really cheaper, you know, use hostel or sharing rooms or something like that. And I met so many people from European countries, from the States, you know, Korea, China, Thailand sometimes, you know. And then, you know, I was kind of alone, you know, like not literally alone, but we were, you know, we were getting together, having dinner, drinking together. And, you know, in that kind of situation, one of them tend to have a instrument, especially like guitar or something. And then the one guy started playing guitar, and then others started singing along with it. But, you know, what I experienced is that the song they sang, they could sing together, but I was only one who didn't know the song they were singing together. I was really sad, you know. Maybe because the Japanese culture is too different from others. The song they played was a very famous song for them, but I didn't know it. So that was really sad experience I been through. So, you know, this kind of thing is happening to Japanese. Japan is very isolated island, and, you know, place-wise and also culture-wise. So, I think I came really far from the original topic. Sorry. let's get back to it. My parents-in-law too much worried about our move to the Netherlands, and especially mother-in-law. So she has asked me so many times about if we are okay to survive there. It's like, you know, she's asked me like, do you make money enough to survive there? There's you know, kaibatsu, I don't know how to say kaibatsu. It's like sea level. Oh yeah, probably sea level, let's say, is like 0 meter. The country soon get flat or something, so she says she's worried about it. And the language, they speak Dutch. I speak English at this level, so I guess communication wise for me it's okay. But yeah, I will have to learn Dutch also. But I don't really, you know, I don't get worried about learning new languages. I'm good at it. And you know, I forgot, but so many stuff she asked me, and it was almost like trying to stop us to move from Japan, you know. But you know, we of course I'm 43 years old man, like, you know, old guy with my family. We are grown people, and then we have a son, and then we have been planning carefully about this move. So, you know, it's super weird that people at our age is controlled by the parents, right? I understand she is worried about our move because she is not familiar with the life overseas. She's been doing great in Japan, and she worked really hard, and then she got nice house in kind of nearby center of Tokyo, and she's been traveling. This kind of life is considered to be one of successful story in Japan. You know, she had a good job, made quite enough money, and, you know, saved enough money to survive after retirement. And, you know, after she had more time, she traveled a lot. You know, this kind of life is considered one of the successful lives in Japan. But for me, you know, first of all, at this moment, today, I'm really happy. You know, I feel really happy having my family, spending time with my wife and son. And, you know, it's alright for me to die today because I did everything. You know, I have done what I wanted to do. Of course, there's a lot of stuff I still want to do. So I don't want to die today. I don't want to get separated from, you know, my wife and my son, obviously. But if something happened, human being all have to die or something, then yeah, I'm sad. Of course, I would be sad, but you know, I don't like, I wouldn't think this way that, oh, I should have done this, you know, I regret it because I didn't do it or something like that, because I have done everything I wanted to do. So I'm really happy being me today, having my wife and son as my family members. So for me, each person has each person's way of life, you know, each person's way of obtaining happiness. Probably my parents-in-law, they have their own way of feeling happiness, but ours are not the same as theirs. That's it. So we still would like to try hard, and we like discovering new stuff. We want to expand our opportunities. If you only live in Japan, your opportunities are limited. You know what I mean? The population in Japan is going down, and economy is going down. Currency is getting weaker and weaker. You know what I mean? And if you only speak Japanese and then only possible to live in Japan, once Japan is going down, you have no choice, right? But if you speak multiple languages and you have possibility to live in several countries, then you can choose which country you want to live in. In saying in bad way, you can run away from bad situations. If Japan is going down, economy wise and everything, then you can move from Japan to other countries. And if other country you moved in is going down, then you can come back to Japan, or going to other countries also one of choices. So I just want to, expand our opportunities, chances. That's just what I want to do, right? And especially thinking about only my life and my wife's life, it's gonna be stable when we stay in Japan. But thinking about my son, he's still 6 years old. He's gonna be 56 in 50 years. So 50 years from now, would you have an idea what's going on in 50 years from now? It should be crazy. I cannot have any picture of the world in 50 years from now. So we have to keep going, we have to moving, and then we have to try to get more opportunities, possibilities. That's what I want to do. But most Japanese, including my parents-in-law, try to push us back, trying to convince us to stay the same all the time. I can't deal with it, I love them all, of course. They're really nice to us. I mean, my parents-in-law has been really nice to me, and I like my parents, biological parents, of course. But they are all worried about what we do. But it's just, they have never done it before. They have never expected before. So only they can do is probably worry about us. But it's just a far. Takes us more time to move from Japan. But for me, it's almost the same as moving to the next prefecture from where I live now. That's it. It's not the big thing. I was thinking in my mind repeatedly the same thing. Oh man, they worry about me, they worry about us so much. But something like that. Well, but we will figure it out, of course, and then we will never change our plan. So we're moving out from Japan and to the Netherlands in 3 months. We're so much excited, and I believe that there will be a bright future ahead for us, for my son, and I'm very happy today being me. Well, I don't know. I'm not really good at talking, either in Japanese and obviously English. So please leave your comments. I would like to discuss more about it with you. I want to hear about your opinion, feedback to my story. Yep. Thank you very much for watching today. If you agree with me, or you think it was a good story to hear, please hit the good button. And then if you want to get updated, please subscribe to my channel. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice day or have a good night. Bye for now.